It is brave. It is brave. I mean? It is brave. And so who is Kill? Who is
Edward?
Who is Kill Edward?
Some artist.
Is really that what we're going with? Are you really sticking to this? Are you really sticking to this?
This artist. He's fire though.
No, but he's you, Cole. He is what is like a person.
What do you mean he's me?
He's you. He's like a person inside of you. What is he like? A child in you, or you're not, or you're not ready to.
No, he's me.
Thank you. Let's not let this be weird.
I wanted to make it weird at least for 10 seconds, just to say I did it.
Oh,
that guy.
Oh, so who is he? And I read something that your stepfather's name was Edward or something like that.
Yeah, people are crazy. Like I don't even know how they know that, but
they know it.
Yeah.
So is that from that or?
So I'll tell you how it started. Yeah. But it first started from about after Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah.
I started feeling like J. Cole, which sounds weird even saying that. In the conversation, J. Cole.
You love to talk about yourself in third person.
Right. That name,
right?
I started feeling like it was like a box. You know what I mean? Like I had told so much of my story from the come up, the warm up, Friday Night Lights, first album, Born Center, Forest Hills Drive. It was always about me, my aspirations, my goals, my dreams, my pains. It was a box.
Yeah.
Like I started feeling limited. I have been telling my story for so many projects, so many songs.
And then there's an expectation.
Yeah, expectation, but it's also like, yo, I don't want to talk about myself no more. You know what I mean? And like, which eventually would birth For Your Eyes Only. I didn't know, it wasn't like I was aware. Like, I don't want to talk about myself no more. I'll do for you. All of this was like subconscious. But another thing that came out of that was I started like experimenting with this music, like the production, my voice, and I started doing these songs in this Kill Edward style. I didn't even have a name. I just had the songs.
But how you name him Kill Edward style?
Well, I needed a fire name. I needed a fire name.
Right.
First, it checks that box. It's a fire name, Kill Edward. And then secondly, it just represents like, I feel like not kill him physically. Actually, I don't have no problem with the dude. Like I would speak to him today. I'm actually, thinking about like, man, I need to go find this dude, like, and have a conversation with him. But
because I wonder if this has reached him. It would have to, right? I would imagine.
I don't know. Well, maybe now.
Right.
But when I say Kill Edward, what I'm talking about is like the shit that I feel like I inherited from him. Like there's aspects of myself. Remember I told you earlier, shit that I feel like I wanted to overcome and beat. I feel like, I got that from him. It's some like it's some shit in me that's like, I don't like you. That's the shit I want to kill off. You know what I mean?
How old were you when he came into your life?
Young, mad young.
Yeah,
like 5 or 6.
I just have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. My son has a stepfather in his life. Is great to him, thank God. But awesome. I know a lot of people, I have friends who have newly married and they have these men and these boys' lives.
Yeah.
And it's a challenging like relationship. It can be a challenging relationship.
Very important.
Yeah.
So that's awesome that your husband's like a positive force in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's such an important...
It's not an easy thing though, you know what I mean?
For sure, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing. And so I wonder, like, for you, was that part of it, or was it abusive? Was it just bad?
It was,
you know what I mean?
It was unhealthy for my mom and for us.
Got it.
And I don't want to, like, bash his dude, because I understand now that, like, whatever was happening, he was going through what he was going through, which comes from whatever in his life that happened. I don't even know. I know a little bit about his life, just from like clearly being around him all them years, but I don't know the traumatic shit that he went through as a kid that like caused him to be X, Y, and Z.
But you know how it affected you as a young boy.
For sure. Right. So yeah. I know, but just to answer, so I say that to say like, I don't want to throw this dude under the bus, but that shit sculpted me and like, and had a big effect on my family. So to answer your question, what was it like? It was like, I was having a conversation one time with my man. He was talking about his stepmother, and it was just a ill conversation because I'm hearing him and seeing my situation, and I'm talking to him about my situation. It was like, it was just a great conversation. And the insight, not even the insight, the way I related to him when he was like, yo, I felt like she like stole my light. Like she stole my light. Basically what he was saying was, before she came around, he was in the crib free. It was just him and his pops. He was in the crib free. And then when she came around, certain things she ain't like. He said like he would go to the bathroom. This is a wild example, but it's just shit that happens and it sticks with people. It just shows you like, yo, nothing's too small. No type of like pain is like too insignificant because that shit sticks with people and like bothers them. And this is a small example of like probably the other shit that was happening in his house, but it just shows you like he was saying like when he would go to the bathroom, she would tell him when he comes out the bathroom like, yo, you're peeing too loud. Like I can hear you.
It's not nice.
Pee. And it's just like,
that's foul. There's no excuse for that.
No excuse for that, right?
Nah.
But what does that do to you as a kid? Now that's just one example.
Right.
There's mad other shit that he said.
They would have to be. Right.
Now you in your crib walking on eggshells. This is your house.
Yeah.
You with your father who you love. It's your house. Now all of
You
a sudden,
afraid to pee.
You afraid to pee, let alone just be yourself.
Yeah.
So the way I related to that was that like I felt like him being in, when he came around, I feel like me and my brother, I just retreated. Like when we moved and I got my own room and me and my brother was sharing rooms with me, I just started like retreating in my room.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really even want to be in the house. And I say that to say there was parts of him I liked. He was cool as shit to me. Like, you know, like it was like good and bad.
Yeah.
Like on one hand, like I kind of looked up to him. I wouldn't tell him that. But on the other hand, you know, he was putting his hands on us. It's like, yo, at the time, I was young, and it was just like, this is just what it is. You know what I mean? But as I got older, I just realized, like,
That shit is whack.
yeah, like, bro, you're not my pops. Like, why you put your hands on
And
me?
you should never put your hands on my mother.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
And that was the worst, too, because I was mad little. And it was like, it would be situations where it's like, you know, it was nothing I could do. And I wanted to do something. And it just felt like, just fear, scared of this dude. And being little as hell at the same time. This dude had muscles, guns. And I'm just like, you know, that shit was the worst feeling. So you got to live with that, grow up with that. But point being, I feel like self-confidence maybe wasn't like, I didn't, you know, it wasn't nourished. It wasn't like, it wasn't healthy. So on top of other little things I feel like I was affected by, when I say kill Edward, it's like cleansing myself of that traumatic experience.
Yeah,
you know
I get
what I mean?
that.
Hell yeah.
So, you choose Kill Edward, but nobody else to be on the album. Why nobody else on the album?
I just don't work like that.
Because nobody's worthy.
Yeah, nobody's worth it. But that's the stunt, and that's not true.
I know.
That's just rapping.
I can tell when you're rapping, when you're in rapper mode because you have to. You're a rapper. We want that. We want that, by the way.
Yeah, I realize people do want that.
We want you to talk that shit sometimes.
Because when I say that, we played it at the show. Then when that line came up, niggas ain't worthy to be on my shit. The whole crowd was like, oh!
They love that shit.
That's right.
They love that shit.
Yeah, but no, in reality, mad people are worthy.
Right.
But why? To answer your question, I just don't work like that. I don't work.
Really?
I don't work like. I mean, I work in a closed off space. I'm very like self-contained, and I like it like that. And not saying I'll never become a person that operates the other way, but I don't make a song and be like,
you don't got mad people in the studio.
Hell no. And I don't make a song and be like, damn, I want to get such and such on it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I said everything I wanted to say. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
song's done.
You know what I mean? This is what I want to say. This is the hook. You know what I mean?
So does this mean there'll never be a Kendrick and Cole album that everybody seems to think is happening?
And not for that reason. It's not that I wouldn't want to work with him. That's not the case. It's just that when I'm working on my album, it's just like, yo, that's just how I operate. Like, you didn't ask Prince why he don't have no, and not comparing myself to Prince, but I'm saying,
why him and Michael Jackson never
exactly.
did an album?
Why you ain't have Mike on the album, bro? I really think your album would be a little better if you had Mike.
Yeah, but so why does everybody think that this is, and why are people confirming, some people are saying confirming that there is an album that was, even like there was Absol, somebody said yes, they're absolutely working on an album.
Nah, he might be talking about like when we originally got up to work. Like
Yeah.
this was years ago. Like when we originally got up to work, we had we just did a few songs. Like we did a bunch of ideas, put it like that.
Right.
It was nothing like you wouldn't call it an album. You wouldn't call it nothing like that.
So that's not a real thing. That's like some fantasy thing.
It's not. It didn't come from nowhere. It came from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not like it's something that's actively happening.
So when the Top Dog posted like a piece of fruit, it's not the forbidden fruit.
Did that happen? Or are you saying
He
that
posted
happened?
the fruit. He posted Top Dog posted it. I think it was Top Dog. Somebody posted a fruit, and everybody was like, "Oh, this means the album's coming." You weren't online that day.
Nah,
You weren't on Twitter that
nah,
day.
I didn't see that one. But nah, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't get their hopes up.
Nah, not because it's never gonna happen. Just because it's like
It's not right now.
it's not right now, and
Yeah.
I don't like teasing or playing the game because this has been going on for a minute. Like this shit is like
Why?
years in the
Why?
making.
Just because it's. Why do people do? Why?
I mean,
it's like
you
Prince,
know,
Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like we did it. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like it came from nowhere. So it's like it's you know
Yeah.
I gotta take blame in that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to keep teasing people and like, you know, I don't want to play with people's emotions.
If people want that, why wouldn't you just give it to both of you?
Because it's not that easy. It's like it's timing. This man is his own man. I'm my own man.
He has a Pulitzer Prize now,
He's a
by the way.
Pulitzer Prize.
He's a Pulitzer Prize
You know what I
winner.
mean? It's like-
you might not be able to get him on the phone.
Yeah, for sure. So he got like, you know, he got a career. I got a career. I got a family. He got a family.
Mhm.
It's like it's not as easy. It would have been easier back then.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it would be like, yo, you really got to block off a lot of time.
I think you should do it.
Yeah,
Do it
be
for the
nice.
people.
Or
Do it for the people, Cole. Okay.